Blind Veterans UK, we believe that no one who has served our country should battle blindness alone. Our centre in Brighton was created to provide an environment for vision-impaired ex-servicemen and women to learn the skills they need to lead independent lives.
My feelings when I came down to Brighton was a bit like going to, I suppose, a new boarding school first day, feeling absolutely lost and terrified, frightened. I went into the lounge, I heard all this laughter and chatter, and I was told, well, there are people there missing both their eyes and their legs. And I thought, well, what have they got to be so cheerful about? That was when, for me, the light began to shine at the end of the tunnel.
When I very first came here to this building, I was 23, I was very, very scared, especially being in there. Didn't know anybody, didn't know what to say. And just by talking to other blind veterans, because of their experiences and their losses, it makes you feel very grateful of what you've got.
The Brighton Centre's primary goal is to help ex-servicemen and women discover life beyond sight loss.
Every blind veteran who visits the centre should experience a sense of well-being, a sense of purpose and a sense of family. That's really important, that's what we want.
I don't know if you can feel the knobs on this cooker.
It's an incredible amount of services we have for offer. We have rehab and training, which is independent living skills, learning new skills, relearning old skills. It really doesn't matter how able you may feel you are, we will have something to offer for you.
OK, so Brian, for stopping you overfilling the cup, we're going to look at the liquid level indicator.
Rehabilitation officers work with veterans to teach them simple yet life-changing skills, sometimes using special equipment.
OK, so if you just slide that onto the cup then, next to the handle. So we've got the handles on the outside, got the kettle on the right, the cup on the left. So if you just pick up the kettle, move it towards the cup, and then start pouring, and stop when it starts to beep. Good stuff.
What they've done for me is just give me confidence, I suppose, to live my life and know that there is help out there if you need it. You know, it's only a phone call away.
If you put your hand quite way above it, always back of the hand, just to when you can feel it's warm.
Yeah, I can feel that.
OK, excellent.
Sometimes it can be very gently encouraging that person and giving the confidence to say, here you go. And I think as professionals from outside the family, we can often get away with encouraging someone to do something that the family member can't.
Veterans visiting the centre in Brighton are offered a wide range of recreational activities to participate in.
Right, you finger off the trigger whilst we're loading it.
Whether coming for a holiday or residential care, or just visiting for the day.
That's the one.
Arts and crafts is a popular pastime.
All right, it's coming on.
Coming along, I think.
Yes.
There has been a workshop of some form within the charity since we first began in 1915, and in that day then it was much more sort of practical skills, so people were making rush matting and they were doing things to contribute to the war effort.
It is an old-fashioned way of weaving. It's called peg weaving.
We have built up the expertise from that beginning until where we are now, so our staff are experts in what they do.
You know, it's just amazing. I mean, the things we do here you'd never do at home. The atmosphere is great, where you can take the mickey out of each other and we all have a good laugh.
Veterans staying at Brighton can use our transport service to go on day trips to local towns and attractions. We also offer a door-to-door service for those coming to the centre.
Veterans and their families can sometimes be put off thinking that they won't be able to get to the centre. If you're a veteran and can't get in, we'll do our very best to transport you here, whether it's on our own transport or whether it's on public transport, depending on what's preferred.
It's the first purpose-built building that we're aware of for blind veterans. And within the building itself, we have lots of features that would highlight it as being a place where totally blind people could actually get around quite independently. We have rails that go around the building, for example, and you may have raised bumps which will tell you whether we've got a double door coming up or a single door. So we want to make sure that people feel that they can access any part of the centre relatively easy.
The Brighton Centre offers exceptional facilities, including an on-site swimming pool and fully equipped gym for veterans to use for rehabilitation and exercise.
I only live a couple of miles up the road from the Brighton Centre, so I tend to come in and use the gym most weekdays, to be honest. It's a fantastic facility to have on your doorstep. You also know if there's any help you need with anything or any advice, all you've got to do is ask while you're here. You can take as much or as little help as you want or indeed as you need. Nobody's going to force anything on you. It's absolutely fantastic. I would have been lost without Blind Veterans UK, absolutely lost.
For those staying at the centre, there's a residence bar, dining room and lounge to socialise with other veterans. There are 85 bedrooms, mainly for short-term visitors, but for some who need nursing care or can no longer live independently, it becomes their permanent home. Like Margaret, who is just one of the many people whose lives have been transformed by Blind Veterans UK's Brighton Centre.
I had a 90th birthday 2 weeks ago. First one I celebrated since my husband died 30 years ago. And it was a wonderful day. They're all so friendly and they're all coming in to wish me happy birthday. And it was just like an extended family. And that's what it is here, an extended family.
That's the feeling that you get when you come into the centre. It's very uplifting, very inspirational, and should you start feeling that things aren't going right, there will be somebody there for you.
I think the big thing is that that help is there for life. And you know full well that if there's anything you need, you've just got to ring up and ask.
They've given me a whole new chance to live again and have experiences which not many people have had in their lives. What more can I say except thank you, thank you, thank you.